What's up, Gym Nation? Welcome back. We are here just to catch up and kvetch, as they say, as certain people say. And I also wanted to come in. I'm testing some things out. So hang on in there. I'm actually testing out some audio. This is very impromptu. And we're getting ready for our pivot, our refresh. And it's been a minute since, I've come on live to have a conversation. But if you're not following me on my other channels, please do so. You can find me. Well, you won't see me, but the Black Travel Culture social media channels on TikTok, IG, and Facebook. You can also find me at Kim with the Gems now across social media as well. We are being bold. And I kind of think, let me get this banner. I don't know what this, I'm sorry. I kind of think that I need to, where's the banner? Sorry, y'all. Give me 1 second. Okay. I kind of think this conversation is necessary. But again, this is not the conversation. It's a look into why we're having the conversation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over with you. I had a whole audit of the YouTube channel. I had a brand strategy review with some very highly strategic people. And it's springtime, so we're going to make a pivot. And it's not a massive change, but it's definitely going to focus on the fact that, the last 2 years, year and a half has all been all about the news and education and letting people know what was going on. Yeah, we're not done with that, but we see what's been coming to fruition, and we are going to pivot into straight, bold action. And I had to be real with myself. So first, let me introduce myself. Hey, everyone, what's up? I am Kim, aka Kim with the Gems. I'm not even going to say what we talk about on this channel right now because that's changing as well. We are focused. We're going to laser focus in what I like to call the 4 M's, because now is the time to do so. And I've been kind of holding back in certain conversations just simply because I see so many of us, oh my gosh, so many of us are going to be lost or left behind or trying to catch up when, let me just stay on track. They're going to try to catch up. And what I am going to say quite boldly, listen, some of y'all who got jobs right now, y'all ain't going to have jobs in a minute. Lots more people will be laid off, let go, disenfranchised in the coming months. And I'm not talking a year from now, I'm talking 2026. And so I'll get into what the 4 M's stand for, but I first want to go over. Well, let me just say what the 4 M's stand for. So, because we're not going to be here a long time. The 4 M's simply stand for, and if you've taken my 28-day challenge, y'all, this is nothing. this is all, what we've kind of talked about. But it stands for mindset, momentum, motivation, and money, right? It's not necessarily in that order. It's pretty much mindset, motivation, momentum, which leads to money. But the overarching theme is bold is the new basic. Listen, the world is on fire. I don't know who needs to hear it. I don't know who I need to share this with again. The world is on fire. But if you've been paying attention, none of this should be a shock to you, right? None of this should be okay. Some things could be a little bit of oh shoot, that happened that quick, or oh wow, we did that already. But the fact that it's being done should not be a shock to you. So moving forward, this channel is going to take, and me personally, going to take a different approach in the sense that I gotta lean into really who I am, and I'm a bold person, and I like to challenge other people to be more bold, I could be more bold. Like, I should not have taken this long to have this conversation with my community, right? Um, but it's time. It is time. It is springtime. It is the season of change. And we're going to lean into that change. And what does bold mean, right? And what does bold versus basic mean? I'm going to do a whole separate video on that. That's going to be pre-recorded. But just let's just do high level. We are so accustomed as a people in being basic. We are so accustomed as a people of just going with the flow, dealing with the okey doke, living in a rat race, being doing what we're told not we're excuse me, doing what we're told to do, even though we know it doesn't feel right. What is bold? Bold is basically the opposite of that, right? And so I actually let me just share one thing because this was so divinely spiritual today. So I actually went to church today. I had a women's prayer brunch at my mom's church. And who knew? Who knew that the sermon was going to be? Now, I told you momentum is one of the overarching themes. And if you go to my Instagram page right now, well, you don't have to go right now, IG, right now, Kim with the Gems, you'll see what my bio says. If you took my 28-day challenge, momentum is one of the most important elements in not getting stuck, caught up, and making sure that we press ahead. And I see some comments coming through, and I'll acknowledge them in a second. I'm not even looking at them because I kind of wanted to stay focused because I'm going off the cuff. You will have a full itinerary because for the next foreseeable future, there will be more of a schedule. And the reason why there hasn't been more of a schedule here is because I've been hyper focused. I've been really bold, leaning in to the area of travel because, like I said, most of you know I have a community, not most of, some of you know I have a community, Black Travel and Culture, that I launched in 2018, right? Well, technically it was launched in 2017, but it wasn't business. It wasn't a legal business until 2018. And I have been, I have been hyper focusing here and neglecting them. But like I told y'all, I know a thing or two about a thing or two. And I had to be very intentional on leaning in to what was going on or what was going to happen over the coming months, which have all come true. Like if you go to the Black Travel and Culture channel, and when I started hyper focusing on January 2nd on those channels, the warnings, the recommendations have all come true. So let me just also say, if you are traveling, don't travel without insurance. The appropriate insurance. Do your due diligence, do your research, make sure you get travel insurance. The crazy thing is, let me just say this, and then I'll get to the divine, the divine moment today. The crazy thing is, I have a channel called Black Travel and Culture, but it doesn't matter that it's called Black Travel and Culture. You know, the algorithm's going to send my information out to whoever it feels should see it. And there are non-Black people who actually watch the content because it relates to them, right? Or they may, watch other Black travel content creators or whatever. Do you know the most hate, and I shouldn't even say hate, the most resistance that I got when I started talking about getting travel insurance was from us. That it's a scheme set up by Todd. Like it's a hustle. Why are you telling people to get travel insurance? That's a waste of money. Until it wasn't a waste of money, right? Or until you need it, then you realize it's not a waste of money. But you know what the others were sending me, the DMs that I was getting? Thank you so much. I saw your video back in January. And I had a trip planned in February, And it was around the time there was a halt, a ground stop, or something or nothing, right? And they end up adding travel insurance to their trip after the fact and saved thousands of dollars because they got stuck someplace for like 4 days. I've had multiple experiences like that. And I'm saying all that to say, yeah, I don't do this for chits and giggles. Like, I really don't. The money that is paid on these platforms, child, don't let people fool you. If you ain't feeding the beast constantly all the time, every day, not every day, multiple times during the week, especially as a new content creator, or at least, yeah, it ain't all that. Now, I'm not saying it can't help you pay a bill, right? If you're talking an extra 4 figures a month to help you pay a bill, but you're not retiring off of that. You're not going to buy a house on the ocean with that. So I do this because I get downloads to do it, right? I get intel to say these, go forth and tell the peoples, right? And so when I get those, I do those. Hence why I've been primarily focused on the Black travel and culture platforms, and it has been so divinely correct once again. Again, I'm being bold, and some of y'all may not be ready for this boldness. If you are someone who's like, now I believe in God. I told y'all I just came from a woman's prayer brunch, right? On a Saturday. Was there, left the house at 10 a.m., did not get back till 4 something p.m. No, 4 p.m. What time is it? Yeah, 4:15, 4:20 p.m. Saying all that to say, I believe in God. But we are not going to sit here waiting for God to do all the magic. We are not. That's not what this is going to be about. This channel is going to lean into some conversations is designed to test you, right? Being bold. So asking yourself, okay, if I always, have a smoked turkey sandwich for lunch with a side of chips and a iced tea. Being bold is, you know what? Well, tomorrow I may have some sushi. Tomorrow, my taste buds are saying that I have been deprived, and I'm going to treat myself to some sushi with I don't know. I just had one of these, so I'm going to call it out. A mango, a passion fruit bubble tea from a Asian restaurant or Japanese restaurant or something like that, right? So that's a simple antidote because I don't really want to get into that too quick. But let me tell you what happens when you start to live bold. So I told you that I've been in the process of, and I have to get to the audit in a second. I've been in the process of revamping what I want this channel to be. For about a month now, probably over a month. What is this? The end of March. So it's sometime in February, sometime in Black History Month, I started down this mission. And I always knew it was going to center around the 4 M's. And if you look at the video that I posted 2 days ago, I started off talking about the 4 M's. I never told you what the 4 M's were, but you know what the sermon was today? By this sister, and I'm gonna let y'all listen to some of the audio. I may do a produced video for that because God, the creator, whatever you call him, her, no joke. I won't miss this moment. I won't miss this moment. Now that may sound like, what that mean? She broke down. She's a physics and mathematics major from Hampton University. She broke down the exact meaning of the word moment, right? Which is like, that is derived from, momentum is derived from moment. And again, I don't want to get too into that, but when I tell you that sermon, God was like, Kim, I need you to be here, but I'm not going to tell you I need you to be here because I was actually gifted a ticket. I actually brought another friend and I paid for her ticket. But Well, I passed it on. I gifted her a ticket. But saying all that to say, um, when you hear this sermon, you will be like, "Oh shoot. Oh shoot." And the reason I'm not like, "Oh shoot, shoot," like really, because this has been happening all my life, right? So, I'm saying all that to say, I know I am in divine alignment with the pivot that's going to come to this channel. And you know what? The sad, I'm gonna lose some people, I'm gonna gain some people. But if you're not, this is not going to be a news channel. Y'all can get the news from wherever. Now, I will, if I see something, say something, right? Like highlight certain things. Like I said, a lot of y'all about to be unemployed and y'all don't want to act, y'all holding on to these jobs with no plan B, C, D, E, F, G, because you're hoping and praying your name won't get called. I'm not saying everybody, but I'm saying a lot of somebodies that look like this are about to, you know, be in predicaments. And so the boldness of this channel is not to talk about the news, because we already talked about that. We already went through Project, 25. We done went through all the, Heritage Foundation information. We done went through videos where they clearly say this and have been saying this since 2017, 18. Like, we are not going to do that anymore. We are going to be bold. This is about strategy, y'all. This is about, why am I doing this? Making me look like I'm part of that, club they talk about. This is about making sure we're in alignment and making sure that even the simplest things, like everything doesn't have to be complicated and everything doesn't have to be, and I'm gonna give you a little anecdote. I do consulting as well. A lot of you may know that. And I meet with people. And the sad thing is, right, a lot of them, I'll call it fear that's stopping them, but I get so many excuses on why things can't be done. And sometimes whatever they're trying to get done, I'll just do it to prove to them that it can be done. And it doesn't have to take a whole lot to get it done. Um, but this is going to be about getting it done and helping in areas where it needs to get done. So will I still do consulting? Absolutely. Will I still have communities? Absolutely. Because those separate the serious from the non-serious, the basic people from the bold people, right? And I'm not saying everybody who's in that doesn't join my community is basic, but if you're not in community at this point in time, I'm gonna call you basic with love. Right? Everything I do for my community is with love. But I'm gonna start calling people out. I'm gonna start as Iyanla Van Zant, Iyanla Van Zant always says, let's call a thing. And that's where I'm going with it, because I feel like I've been being real walking on eggshells, and oh, I shouldn't say this, or I don't know if they're ready for that, or you know what? Let somebody else tell them this. Yeah, nah, that's not, I'm not happy there. I'm not happy there. That's not where I live. I kind of went over my life path number with some of y'all in the produced video that I did before, the one that I just posted a couple days ago. And when you know your life path number and you go against that, that's when the all the challenges come, right? That's when the stress comes, you don't want to do this, you don't feel like, and that's another reason I was like, something, let me hyper focus on the travel channel, because I knew what I had to say there. People were going to take, not everybody, but I was going to save some people, and I think a lot of people, I don't know who most of y'all are, right, on the other side of this screen, but please don't feel the need to gas me or light me, or feel that I need you to tell me you're joining a community or booking a one-on-one and you never have the intention to. I don't need you to. Like, I really don't need you to. And this is exactly how I'm going to start talking in instances. I would never call out people's names like that publicly, because I don't know mentally what people are going through. But please know, you don't have to gas me. You really don't. I meant to bring this book and I left it over there. I'll show y'all the book later. My life has been phenomenal, right? I don't need strangers on the internet to make me feel good, to make me anything. And so, again, this is all about being bold, and I need y'all to walk in this boldness journey with me, because like I said, I know a thing or two about a thing or two. Let me see who's in here real quick. And then, so I told y'all about the divine message that I got today. Another one. Like I'll get divine messages at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning and just pop up, right? Just like the 67-day blitz we had in 2024. That was a download. That was a divine message, right? And so many people, that's what I wanted to do. I need to shout out the bold ones in the gym nation. Oh, I'm not going to call y'all out by name today, but on my next, is it the next live? So I have a strategy for the lives that I'll be doing and the produce. So I'm going to call y'all out, but I don't want y'all to think that there are no bold people in the gym nation, because there are some. I just had a text with one today. Child, I'm so proud of you, girl. I don't know if you in here or not, but oh my gosh, my heart. So again, I want more of these people. I want more of these people. And yep, you're in here. I see you. Oh, y'all are in here. My bold people are in here. I love it. Oh my gosh. Okay. Listen, Miss Bold out of the shell, girl. Oh, thank you, sweetie. Thank you. And that's another thing. Another bold thing is I've been on a serious detox since January. Me having this gray hair, that's it is a bold move for me. I'm trying to go through my birthday because I've learned so much, and that's what we're going to talk about too. Like things like the toxins that we women put in our bodies from the rooter to the tutor, as they say, is got to stop. I'm hearing too many of us coming down with the word, right? This word, or do I do it this way? And it makes sense. When you're dyeing your hair, when you're putting extra sulfates and chemicals on your scalp, when you're then putting makeup on, and then you're putting with not just glue on your eyelashes, and we could go all the way down from the synthetic clothes that we put on to the moisturizers that we don't even know what's inside of these. I'm gonna call out some more people in a second. To the panty liners as women, or the pads, or the tampons. And then you have the breathable fabrics that you're putting on your behind. And then you have the stockings. The friend that I was with today for the prayer brunch, she told me she had an interview at this company that will remain nameless, but they make tampons. And the men were walking around with the tampons. These are the scientists that were creating, I don't know if they were the scientists, but there was a whole bunch of men create. I'll get her to tell the story one day. But anyway, we're not supposed to be sticking that stuff up us. Then to put the stockings, who created stockings and pantyhose? A man, right? And there's just so many things. And the gray hair, we're told, it turns gray because of lack of oxygen. There's a meaning for gray hair. There's a wisdom that goes with gray hair. I'm not yet at the place that I'm 100% embracing it, and I'm going to have to work on myself with that. But at the end of the day, this is what 2026 needs to be about, just being bold, period. Exclamation point, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Another one of my bold Gym Nation members. Oh my gosh. LJ, I am just so proud of y'all. Sirius Lee is in the building. Another bold Gym Nation member who we just chatted on school. I'm going to talk more about the school platform in some upcoming videos. Yes, shout out to you. Ciao. I ain't gonna say nothing. Yeah, I just went. If you hear the beginning, this was so impromptu. So I'm testing out the mic. I'm glad y'all can hear me. This is it. Oh, y'all can't really see it, but I've had this mic for a while. I haven't been using it, but I need to really. So anyway, I'll tell y'all about my strategies in a second. The world today I wouldn't use bold. They're kind of basic because this is history repeating itself. It's kind of basic, which is why we need to be bold. But it's basic in a chaotic way, right? It's not the same. They're not bold. What they're doing is not bold. Bold people don't get scared by other people because of their skin color, right? I wouldn't define this world as bold, but I get what the word today. Oh, I thought you said the world, child. Sorry, it's the light. It's the light. You're right. The word today is bold, but it's also, and you should know this, momentum, mindset, motivation, all of that is all part of being bold, right? Because you got to change your mindset. You got to have the motivation. The mindset will help you become more motivated, and you have to have the momentum. You cannot be lackadaisical right now at all. At all. Yeah, so y'all are up in here. Oh, hey, T. Dana Jennings. Good to see you back in the building. Oh my goodness. I'm so happy to see y'all. I'm looking forward to, reincorporating some lives mixed with some produced content back on this page because it's time. And I'll be doing what I want to do versus because y'all know when I started the Blitz, for those who were here for those 67 days, that wasn't what this channel was designed to be about. It was money, travel, wellness. I haven't done a wellness video in I don't know how long. I think I did an unboxing of my goddess collection, teas and herbs and stuff. But that's another bold thing, right? Me not dyeing my hair. Oh my gosh, geez, Louise. And I got it. I called, I told my friend today, I said, girl, I can't even take this hat off because I got my prison plaits on. I'm looking straight like Queen Latifah from Set It Off, except gray hair. Anyway, so yeah, I haven't talked about health in a bold way, but we're going to need to. We're going to need to. I promise you, we are going to need to. And so it looks sun-kissed, not gray, child. I like what this light is doing, child. I see all the gray. No, I have been in this dreary, but I'm not even going to complain. I'm not even going to complain. The other day it was 74. Yesterday it was 38. Wait, what was it? Thursday it was 74. Yesterday high was 38. Today when I left it was 32. So anyway, I'm here. I'll hopefully be in South Carolina in a few weeks. So yeah. But anyway, okay, so let's go over. Let me find the document again. I just want to share with y'all so I'm gonna just first tell y'all some of the findings of the channel. So like I said, before I had changed this channel from Black Culture Talks, I did an audit. So this was, oh my gosh, I guess it'll be going on 3 years now. Is it 2 or 3 years? I don't remember, but it's been a few years. And so when I came and started the Blitz, it was because of, the download. And I'm not even going to be like, I started really suppressing what I wanted to say because I'm like, oh, everybody's not there yet, whatever. And I remember there's this quote and it's not just a quote, I saw him say it live. Dick Gregory was talking about, when you know certain things or see certain things, you can't tell it. And there's certain things I can't tell, but there's a lot of things that I can. And I don't want to make it seem like I'm clairvoyant or anything like that. But a lot of us, right? There's a reason we have intuition. If you lean into your intuition, people will be questioning if you're clairvoyant too, right? And when you are a life path 7, like me, and I'll talk more about that in a second, the inquisitive nature, the research, the reading, all of that helps to get you to that third eye, so to speak, for lack of a better term, space quicker, right? Because I explore other cultures and religions and learn things, and they're able, and Shell and I talked about this too, like other cultures can open your eyes in ways that here, child, we ain't been woke. We have not been woke, period. Okay, so first thing they did, they gave me a performance. It's called the channel performance tier. And this is authentic from, the company that we're on right now. And this channel, thanks to all of you, and I'm very happy to say that from a global ranking, an overall global ranking perspective, we are in the top 15% of all active YouTube channels. Now just give yourself a round of applause. Listen, I'm holding this mic, but let me go ahead and give y'all a round of applause. I don't know if y'all can see me because I'm reading a document, so I can't see y'all on the screen right now. When it comes to my click-through rate on videos, I'm in the top 10% with a 6.5 percentage point, where the industry average is between 2 to 5%. When it comes to average view duration for the videos, I'm in top 20%. It says viewers who click are genuinely engaged. The algorithm reach, whatever that means, and I need to ask, I guess I should ask chat what that means. I'm in the top 20. Oh, here it says top 20%. It says recommendations driven discovery. I'm still going to ask what that means because I'm not really clear. My watch time, year over year. Well, that's also because I haven't been posting. So my watch time has gone down and we're going to fix that. Well, I don't even, we're going to do what we need to do, right? I'm going to do what I've been destined or told to do. And whatever happens, happens, right? There's no tricks, there's no gimmicks, there's no any of that. And so they gave me, there was more information I wanted to share, I think. So yeah, so if I go back to I don't want to go over the full manifesto yet. I'm going to do a separate video about that, but I have a full brand manifesto. I have a brand identity. I have a full brand kit. So it's basically real gems for real life, right? And I'm not going to be saying that every time we meet, but it's basically dropping real gems for real life. We're not the news is the news, right? But what is the action? What is the bold step? What are the bold steps that we need to take, right? It's all about knowing our worth as a people, and we can't know our worth when we get so caught up with these, he put Michelle and Barack as these, I don't even want to say it over here, but the animals that they put the head on, or they just denied these two officers promotions because we get caught up in that, and that's a energy drain, and they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing because they know how freaking powerful we are. Which is why I also created the Rain Society. And the Rain Society is still here. And we're going to talk more about that in another video. But there's a deeper strategy for that. Some of the people in the Rain Society, I think you know about it. Yeah, we talked about it, I think, in the last, because I asked, would you be interested? So that's coming. There's also in the brand, what else did they? Oh, okay. I forgot to do this. So another channel analysis summary. When it comes to subscriber growth, I'm in the top 20 to 25 to 30% annually on how many new subscribers you get. So that means, 70% of the channels on YouTube have less subscriber growth than I do, or this channel does. And we went over, I think, most of the other, there's a whole bunch of numbers here. And so I just want to be quick with it. And then I have a whole strategy on exactly what this audience, or not this audience, what this new manifesto, this new mission should deliver in an impactful way. Right? This isn't from Google. This is from a whole brand strategy team. And again, I do this because I don't want to waste anyone's time, and I daggone sure don't want to waste my time, right? I don't think, what was working for the past 18, 20 months, whatever it was, how many months were we? November 2024 needs to continue in the way that it was continuing. Like I said, there are a lot of people, and I'm a communications major. I studied journalism. I love journalism. Those of y'all who have been here for a while, y'all know that. But that's not what we need. We need bold moves right now. And so I'll direct y'all into the areas where journalism is still relatively, how do you say, honest, relatively. But that's not going to be the mission here anymore. So I have a whole strategy on that. And it's for the rest of the year. Like, it's broken down month by month. So the comeback and reentry strategy, the deepening of the 4M strategy, the reigning and elevation strategy. So anyway, that's what I wanted to share with you. There was something else I wanted. There was another, my life path number. So I did want to share that with you because some of you may not have watched. Let me see who's still in here. Okay, let's see who made comments. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Listen, I appreciate it. I just, it's the conditioning. We have to uncondition ourselves, right? We have to uncondition ourselves. And it takes time. Like, I have not had nail polish on since May of 20, it'll be 2 years in May. I have not had nail polish on my fingers. I did my toes last May for my birthday. And have not had toenail polish. I do not clip my cuticles. That's the other thing. We have been taught to clip our defense mechanism from any bacteria, from any toxins getting in our nail beds. Like, we have been so brainwashed. But thank you. So I know it's me, and it's going to take time. Girl, I had some prison plaits, child. Definitely, I still got the prison plaits. That means they weren't like professionally, like I put some plaits going back, and that's what it is. Distractions, yeah, just lots of distractions, and they're energy draining, energy sucking, vampire-ish. Listen, don't think sinners came out happenstancely. I just like to say that, like, the timing for everything is not coincidental. So yeah, distractions in the ADD society they created to, yep, 100%. And there's so many times. That's the other thing. We ain't labeling ourselves so quickly no more. Like, we are not doing that. I have anxiety. I have trauma. I have ADD. Now, I do believe in attention deficit disorder. I do believe there are people. I'm not labeling myself that, but heck, I'm a Gemini. I'm a life path 7. I'm inquisitive. I'm smart. I'm all of those things. I'm a go-getter. I'm bold, all of that, which also has me up till 2:30 in the morning, 3, because I can't turn off, right, at times. Not every night, but some nights, a lot of nights. But saying all that to say, no more labels. That these labels were designed to keep us stuck. Imagine, all your life you're hearing you're lazy, 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 lazy. You don't do this, you don't do that. Listen, just because I don't like doing dishes does not make me lazy. Just because your child does not like folding clothes or cleaning his room or her room does not make them lazy. We have to do more reinforcement where we need to be reinforced. Like, I am so, oh gosh, I am just so tired of the things that I see happening to us as a people. Listen, that's a whole, and we're going to also talk, listen, money. The reason I talk money, because I promise you one thing for certain, two things for sure. There's going to be a whole lot of broke people because of all these concerts that people are putting on layaway, child. Let's just start the top of the year. And I may not, let's start the Monica and Brandy. These tickets ain't $100. Most of them, we're talking anywhere from $400 on up, right? Monica and Brandy. I know Boys to Men, New Edition, Tony Braxton. And I'm missing some. I have a list someplace else because that's a whole nother video we're going to do as it relates to finances, which next month is my favorite month, and a lot of y'all know this because I have some old videos on my channel. Money is my topic. Money is what I love. Money and investing, making smart money moves. And I see people coming through. Give me 1 second before I lose my train of thought, because like I said, this was impromptu. But next month is Financial Awareness Month or Financial Literacy Awareness Month, whatever. And again, we're gonna talk about we're not going to just talk about, oh, you need a high yield savings account. No, we're going to have some other smart strategy sessions. And I want to bring some smart strategists on from different walks of life to help us, which is why there'll probably be more, or there will definitely be more produced content, because scheduling lives and then things come up and people, I don't have time. Honestly, I really don't have time for it. And if I did, that's not how I would want to spend my time, like rescheduling, doing this and that. But I do want everyone to get this information. And it's and in the Rain Society, this is, and even in the Maximize Assets, Grow Abundance, these are the conversations we talked about. Most of us are so worried about, and I won't even say worry, we focus too much on, oh, the rich people are doing this and the rich people are doing that, instead of playing defense, right? We are so enthralled and engaged we are so engaged in the sensational part of these money conversations that we're not taking advantage of the opportunities that are there. And I learned many, many years ago when I first started in my sales career, at all chaos, there's a lot of opportunity that hides in chaos, but only certain people pay attention to it. So we're going to, when I say we're, me as the host of this channel, am going to focus on the lesser known tips that we should know as a community. So that's starting in April, which is, can you believe, next week? I had no idea that tomorrow was Palm Sunday. I'm like, where did this year go? Or where is it going? But anyway, so I'm looking forward to that. But we have to be more, and I think I lost my train of thought again. We have to be more honest with ourselves on where we're at. And if we're basic Bs, then we're basic Bs. And if you want to stay a basic B, then stay a basic B. Like Harriet told us a long time ago, she would have freed more people if only they knew they were, So I can't even concern myself with that anymore. I can't. I really can't, because it's an energy suck. It's an energy drain. And when I have so many people in this community that showed and proved that if they wanted to make a move, they could make a move. They just had to commit to it. I'm unapologetic with anything anymore, because I don't have time. Like, we don't have time as a community to be apologetic. We really don't. We have to be bold AF. Matter of fact, y'all don't steal that. I think I'm gonna do a hat or something to signify the bold. Like, that's gonna be, how we have the red, black, and green. I always, wear my red, black, and green watch. I have my third eye on today, but I usually wear my red, black, and green watch. So, that's a connector. I've been on planes where not pilots, flight attendants saw the red, black, and green, and I got an extra something another just because they were part of the red, black, and green community, right? So the bold AF community, listen, that's what we need to be, in unapologetic, because y'all gonna see, we gonna need to be unapologetic. Okay, so I'm gonna read my life path number. Oh, the buck stops here. Hey, what's up? Good to see you. It's 7:35. Yeah, I didn't mean to be here a long time, but I am going to be more intentional with my calendar and with when I go live. So you have more of an advance. Like I said, the download was for me to hyper focus with my travel community. I'm still going to pay attention to them as well, because right now there's just people that don't know what they don't know, and they're going to get hemmed up. They're going to get hemmed up. Now, I'm not saying don't travel. I don't believe in telling people what to do when it comes to things like that. You got to do what works for you. People got to work. People still got to, fly, do all that stuff. People have like spring break coming up, or family members that are in other states and all of that. But just be prepared. I know people who lost thousands. I mean, like $8,000 to $12,000 in that January airspace shutdown. There was something else that happened. Oh, when the Mexico thing happened, child, just be prepared. And that's what we're going to talk about. But good to see you. The buck stops here. ¿Cómo estás? Muy bien, gracias. ¿Y tú? Priorities. Yes, yes, yes. Your concerns about how we are supposed to protect our money as the dollar falls. Girl, you was in Maximize Assets Grow Abundance. Rewatch the videos, child. Rewatch some of the things. You think just because the US, okay, that's going to be another conversation because I'm having a whole like money conversation. We already talked about that. And I'm not going to be telling people what to do with their money, but I'm going to be exposing a few things here and there. But yeah, at the end of the day, so basically you're saying uh, no, I'm not saying that, Christine. That's extra. That's extra, 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 extra bold. I am not going that I'm bold, child, but I ain't gonna be telling people to F you. I am gonna say, listen, if this ain't the place for you, God bless you. Wish you, good Godspeed. Find a community that is for you, right? Everything ain't for everybody. I had um years ago, I interviewed this therapist and she made it super, super clear. And when I tell you, it's the phrase that I needed to hear. Now I've said it different ways before, but when she said, "Listen, I may not be everybody's cup of tea, but I'm somebody's shot of Hennessy." Right? Now I don't drink brown liquor, but I'm somebody's shot of Tito's. I'm somebody's glass of Sauvignon Blanc. Like I am who I am for who I need to be that for. I'm not for everybody, and I'm not going to, you know, keep trying to do that. And that's what bold living is, right? Understanding that you're not for everybody. So talk your talk, be authentic, listen to whatever your spirit guide is telling you to do and do it. Like that's where I am with it. Like I can't waste time. I really can't anymore. So oh, hey, Siobhan. Good to see you. Good to see you. Oh, and for the Flawless community, y'all will be getting an email from me between today and tomorrow. We're going to have a urgent meeting this week. Not an urgent. I shouldn't say it like that. You're going to get an email first to see when you're available. And then we're going to have a quick meeting this week. Oh, hey, our choice Holly. What's up? She's another 28-day accountability um graduate. Good to see you in the building. I'm so glad y'all caught this. Natural is where it's at holistic. Oh, so what I wanted, the one tip I wanted to give everybody, and again, I try to connect the dots for y'all, right? I try all my videos. I shouldn't say I don't think I did the best job. And let me back up. I put a lot of information out there, but I think I could have done a better job at connecting the dots, right? So like every guest speaker I brought on was intentional. I said no to a lot more people than I said yes to or wanted to bring on. Some of the people I wanted to bring on, it didn't work out, time, schedules, whatever. But for the people that I did bring on, it was intentional. So I hear a lot of people talk about, oh, you know, I don't have enough money to get a residency someplace, but I want to leave the country. And then I'm like, where do you want to move? Anywhere. Why aren't you getting a TEFL degree? Why aren't you getting a teacher's certificate so you can get hired by an agency who will help you move out the country, take care of all your visa work? Like, we have to be more critical thinkers now than ever. We cannot just rest on our laurels, which is an old time saying, right? An old school saying. I want us to be more creative in our thought process, right? And the credit that I give this person is that they did hire me as a consultant, right? And so they were like at a place where they were ready to do something. But in my mind, I'm like, okay, you hired me to help. I'm thinking the call was to help you get Mexican residency, only for you to tell me you don't meet the financial qualifications to get Mexican residency. Okay, fine. Well, where else do you want to live? Well, I don't know anywhere. So when I hear I don't know anywhere, I'm like, you do know. Did you see my video where I brought Yasmin Coaxum on to talk all about how to get and I know everybody can't watch every video. So that's what I mean by saying I could have done a better job at connecting the dots. And I was actually going to do a whole video that just broke down all my videos and how to connect the dots. I just ain't had time to do that yet. With all the all the situations with the travel community. If you're not following Kim with the Gems on Instagram and Facebook, go ahead. You can do that now. I just launched those pages. They will tie in with this YouTube page, this YouTube channel, simply because everybody's not going to catch me on YouTube. You may be able to catch some clips on the other social media platforms, and that's what time we're on right now. I can't just be dependent on this one platform because I know, suppression. I know all of the things that come along with talking the talk, right? To make us better. So anyway, oh, let me see. Good evening. Oh, hey, Juanita. Good to see you. Your definition right. Check, Kim. I don't know what that means, but thank you, I think. But yeah, and I'm just so happy. The people, let me tell you, the people who've been about that action, can I just tell you, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is it 6 or 7? I may have missed one person. I'm going through this real quick. It may be 7 people. Yeah, Siobhan is in here too. So seven people who have been in community, and I have seen changes, pivots, all the change, the momentum in changing from where they were to where they are now. And I'll never tell all their business on this public platform, or I won't tell their business on this platform, but they have been about that business, which makes me know that the content that is already up there can still be consumed. It has been useful. Listen, I already said, if one person gets their passport, a residency, anything, I would be super happy. I would be over the moon. I got 7 of y'all in one sitting, 7 or 8. I might have missed one of y'all. I'm sorry. On a random Saturday where I did not call out that I was going live, still supporting, I love this. I love this, which makes me know that the divine messaging is exactly what I should be still following through on. So last thing I'm gonna do before we head out is just really go over my life path number, so y'all know that all of this, if you haven't hit the like button, please hit the like button. That's still a thing. The algorithm, which is a simple robot, right? A simple robot, needs to see or feel. Now, I can't even say feel because they don't have emotions, but in order, for other people to see this and them to continue to push out whatever videos they want to push out. So, okay, let me just quickly go over my life path number, because I think everybody, and this is going to be part of the bold conversations, I don't care what church you grew up in, know your life path number at minimum. Now, numerology is a whole, another thing. And I don't want to, we're going to have people to talk about it. I'm not going to talk too much about it, but I am going to let you know that, child, there's so much they just don't want us to know. There's just way too much they don't want us to know. Here we go. So I'm gonna quickly just read through, and I did it on my video that I posted a couple days ago. So you could feel free to watch that, or because this is really the last thing we're going to talk about. I have something to do at 8, and then yeah. So okay. So how do you find your life path number? This is just like I told y'all, if you want to move abroad, or if you want to have a concession plan, a backup plan, whatever plan you want to call it, just in case, get you a TEFL certificate. After you get a TEFL certificate, you don't, well, I will say, some people say you don't need a college degree. I'll have to do more research on that. Most places that, or everyone I know who has one has a college degree, but you don't have to have it in education and or teaching, right? So I even recommend to your younger family members, it's 120 hours. I think it's like $20 on Groupon to get this certificate. Matter of fact, I think it's even cheaper if you have a code, right? So you could get it for $15 depending on the code, depending on your city. Take the daggone test. Take the test, get it done in 2 weeks, have that certification just in case. Right? Just in case. And think about it. If you and your husband get one, or you and your child gets one, y'all could end up in the same country if you need to, with your visas taken care of, your housing taken care of, all the things. And so that's just one little nugget. And number two, know your life path number. And how you figure that out is simply, there's an equation. So add all the digits of your birth date together until you reach a single digit, unless it's a master number. Listen, go on the, like, what is it? Something like numerology.com, and you don't even have, like, just put your birth date in, your month, your date, and your year. There's a calculation, and I think I have it. The calculation, I think, might be in the video that I posted the other day. But once you figure that out, come back and report to me, because I have not met anyone yet who has done their life path number and was honest that that number did not describe them to a T. Right? So I'm a life path number 7. And basically, it tells me that I'm analytical, I'm spiritual, I'm introspective, I'm a seeker of truth, and I'm deeply intuitive. Check, 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 check. I have a philosophical and investigative nature. Yo, I used to be called Nancy Drew for real. Like, Nancy Drew as a child. First of all, I loved the show. I loved reading the books. Clue was maybe my second favorite board game. Like, we have family game nights, after Trouble or Double Trouble. Clue was probably, my brothers like Battlestar Galactica, all that stuff. I was a Clue girl. I knew it was the butcher in the kitchen with the knife. I'm very investigative in nature. I'm someone who searches for deeper meaning behind life's mysteries. Child, listen, I did not write this. This is my numerology report. 7s are often intellectuals drawn to science, spirituality, psychology, or anything that requires careful study and reflection. I'm not going to read all of this because, like I said, I put it all in the other video. I'm just going to read like 2 more points. A 7 life path can seem reserved or mysterious, but that's because you process life on a deeper level. It's not, I'm not making this up. Like, I'm really not making this up. And it also says, the one thing I wanted to read, it talks about people born with the life path 7 are eternal students of the universe. They are introspective individuals with an unquenchable thirst for knowledge, and they enjoy looking into the inner working of things. Someone with this life path is a true thinker who lets their mind lead the way. Pretty much from the moment of birth, they are able to skillfully combine the exacting side of the brain with their divine intuitive side to learn about, process, and make sense of life itself. It also talks about how I'm not motivated by money by any stretch of the imagination. I was looking for that. Hold on a second. Give me 1 second. This is a full. Okay. A 7 is not motivated by money or status first. You're driven By truth, mastery, and meaning, you excel in any field where you can research, analyze, teach, or uncover hidden knowledge. And that's another thing. The key to success for a 7 in business is to align with authenticity. So let me just say, I've had a very successful career. I'm not even gonna like. I used to like be super humble, which that word I'm not a fan of anymore. Humility is not the flex that many people think it is. Now, I'm not saying you have to be the most braggadocious person in the room, but if you're not slightly um, able to talk your talk, who are you going to inspire? We got hemmed up by not talking about finances. Well, our ancestors or our parents not talking about finances when the real flex is showing what's possible through numbers, through exacting my brain. And so that's what I'm going to do. I've made a lot of money because I went into a field that required all of the things that I just read up, the research, the analysis, all of that stuff. And so, again, I want that for us, which is why this is also going to be part of many of my bold conversations moving forward. And so, yeah, so that's pretty much, I think, how we're going to end. Again, um, oh, wait, we got another one. This may be number 9 in the building. What's up, Yvette? Good to see you. And it's not, yeah, big yourself up. I mean, talk that talk, celebrate yourself, celebrate your wins, and inspire others. That's what it's about. Like, I've heard people talk about, and I told, I posted this on my LinkedIn page. Donnie Simpson, I interned with him when I was in college. And well, I didn't intern with him. I interned in the music department. The person I reported to, his name was Greg Diggs. He was the music director. Barbara Prieto was the programming director at the station. It was WKYS in DC. At the time, Donnie Simpson he was super executive, right? Barbara Prieto took over for Donnie Simpson as the programming director, but Donnie still ran the show there, right? He had a morning show there. And Greg was like, why don't you come in super early? Because the morning show, you got to be there like 5:30 in the morning. He was like, why don't you come in super early? You have the data of this whole media world at your disposal. If you get a chance, pick his brain. But basically, he was like, you just observe because he'll ask you, like, you haven't, whatever. So when the time came, I came in to the morning show, sat there. It was a master class as somebody doing exactly what they were put on this earth to do, nothing more, nothing less. He enjoyed what he did. The music was his life. Like, if you have not watched Donnie Simpson's interview on The Breakfast Club on YouTube, watch it. Master. Anyway, so I forgot what the question was that he asked me, but I told him, I wanted to go into radio sales or media sales, but I keep being told that I need to move to a small town, but I'm from New York. And actually, I'm going to read exactly what I said. No, that's too long. I'm going to do a whole nother video for that. I was told I need to move to a small town, hone my chops, build a list, all this stuff. But and he was like, whose dream is it? Theirs or yours? Basically, he was like, their walk is not your walk. Their fears may be different from your fears. They may have fears. You may be fearless. Everyone is different. So never let anyone tell you how you should act, right? I won't say I get a lot of, no, we're not even gonna go there because we'll be here another hour. He co-signed me, and I said he didn't treat me like I was an intern. He treated me like I was one day would be his future peer. I could be at that station selling spots for his show and giving me all the ammunition that I needed to feel extremely valued and viable in my thoughts of moving to New York, the number one market, and trying to, secure employment. Now it did take 9 months, right? No, yeah, it took about 8 months before I got hired. I started in September. Yeah. It took 8 months for me to actually find my first job in media. And it was a sales assistant job, but it was in the sales department. And I was able to make contacts, all of that. But it was him believing that boldness is going to win each and every time, not following what other people are saying, right? Not following what other people are doing, but having a strategy. And so that's why I'm on what I'm on right now. As bold is the baseline in 2026. If whatever you're doing ain't bold, stop doing it. Stop wasting your time, or continue, but don't complain about nothing. I don't want to hear nothing. Oh, and I was talking about, that's what I was saying. People are about to go real into debt because they're buying $1,000 tickets for Jay-Z after coming off the Beyonce and all those other things. There have been like Cardi B, Meg, all these concerts have happened, or Meg's about to go on tour, I think. Anyway, people are like $10,000 in debt for concert tickets, $7,000 in debt, but they making $50,000 a year and paying all the bills. We got to do better. We got to do better. We gotta be smarter, especially when you got TikTok concert. Child, you know how many times I done watched the New Edition concert on TikTok from beginning to end? And I'm good. Like I if I wanted to spend $500, $700 on a ticket, I'm good, right? But it doesn't make sense in this time, right? How many people can you help in your family with that if necessary? How much investment can you do? So again, I want us just to be smarter, wiser, and be prepared. And so with that being said, this was and I'm also going to probably try to I was trying to link my live to my Facebook channel too, but the same, my password ain't working and I just switched it. But anyway, so it may have needed me to do some other things on the back end. But yeah, this is a movement that I'm excited to embark on. Again, it's still the Kim with the Gems channel, but this time this is where bold is the new basic, y'all. And if you ain't about that bold life, you're gonna waste your time over here. And again, bold looks different for everyone. Like I said, bold for somebody is be like, Dad, I always eat this tuna sandwich because it's, it's easy, it's cheap, and that's just what I'm used to. And then one day you like, you know what? Sally over there, that sushi looks bomb. Sally, how much that sushi cost? Oh, it's only $4.99 in the cafeteria. Go get you some sushi if that's what you want. Leave that tuna fish sandwich alone. Expand that palate. Enjoy life, but do it in a responsible way. And so with that being said, I appreciate your time. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And again, this is, bold is the new base. Welcome to Bold is the New Basic 2026. And I have a whole, tagline and manifesto and all of that. But it's still just Kim with the Gems channel. And y'all are still my beloved Gem Nation. And again, if you're part of the Flawless community, look for an email. I'm going to try to it might go out late overnight tonight. But definitely, yeah, I'm still around. I'm still, going to share what I know because I believe sharing is caring. And I believe, based on my life path, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. And I enjoy doing it. So thank you so much. And if you are in the Rain Society, start rewatching those videos, y'all, like those money videos, they're there for a reason. Like, please. And whatever is more appropriate to you. If it's the Decode Your Talent, Design Your 5+ figure income, whatever, let's hone in, let's lock in, I should say. Your life, let me just say this last thing. If you were to lock in on being bold for the next, and I know this sounds like a commercial and I don't want it to, because I'm not even going to say anything. No, you ain't buying nothing after this. Well, later you may, but if you want your life to be completely different, lock in for at minimum at minimum 5 months, 4 or 5 months, technically 6, but for the sake of locking in, like really locking in, um, you could change your life. Y'all doing too much planning and prepping and all those unnecessary things. Some maybe I'll say necessary things, not unnecessary. Y'all doing a lot of necessary things instead of doing what needs to be done. And so moving forward, we're living bold, y'all. And I hope, whoever wants to come follows along. And if this ain't for you, listen, this is my year of being bold. Adios. And I hope you find what you're looking for. That was funny. That was funny, right? Y'all know, I'm part Mexican, right? Y'all know I'm part Mexican. So anyway, no, it was nice having you. I wish you well. But listen, the world's on fire, child. I should have had fire emojis all around here, just so y'all know. But anyway, I look forward to, I think next week on, is it Tuesday? I think I'll be live again on Tuesday. Yeah, because Monday, I always say I'm coming on Monday and I forget I have um narrative with Dr. Carr, and I like being like, we're doing this book, Born Out of Blackness. I want to say we're finishing up the last of that. So anyway, Mondays are probably off. I probably won't do Mondays unless it's early in the day. But Tuesday, I think I'm live. But I will definitely, and if you're on the email list, you'll get an email. I'll start sending those out again. But anyway, I look forward to revamping. But starting the first week in April, we're on a tight schedule. We're on a regularly scheduled program type schedule. So I look forward to seeing all of y'all then. Thank you. Hit that like button on the way out. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do that. And I will see y'all on Tuesday. Take care. Bye.